What to do when you're not in a lockup, or over here in Vancouver, BC, we also call it floating or roaming. First thing I like to do when I'm free and I'm roaming out of my lockup is go check on everybody, make sure they're all good, washrooms, go get crafty, whatever they want to do. Also, when I am spelling them off, I'm also looking around them in their lockups to see if they can't get to something or something I can come back to once I've done my full round of getting everyone done, everyone checked in, because then when I'm done, I can go back to those areas and sweep up whatever I saw or something else I could do to help while I'm free roaming. Also, another great thing to do when you're roaming is to always keep an eye out on a watcher. It's really good to have a watch. I just have a little Fitbit here, nothing fancy, but always good to know the time. Always good to have a call sheet when you're roaming, because you need to know what time's lunch is, what time hot snack is, you know, to get everyone spelled off and get their foods in them and everything.
Oh God, it's so good. So good and tasty.
Have a good walk around as well, making sure that if there's another bin that needs to be swapped out with a bag, anything like that to do with the garbage specifically, they're not overturning, that'll look bad on our department, right? Also making sure wherever you are stashing the garbage, it's not too full, or maybe you need to do a garbage run, or sometimes people have, you know, if you're at a studio, they have their own bins, but sometimes on location you don't have that. You have to transport your garbage elsewhere, so keep that in mind as well.
Get crap, beef.
One of the easiest things to do when you're roaming and you've done all those things is grab a butt sweep and get sweeping. It makes you look busy, that you're also improving the way set location looks, and it'll look better on our department and keeping just everything clean in general. Also, don't forget about yourself. I know some people that just keep working and working and working, and then they get too tired to even do wrap. Don't be afraid to just like, okay, I need 10 or 5 minutes, whatever you need, to sit down, have a drink, keep yourself hydrated, get some grub in you, get some food in you. Yeah, keep yourself in mind.
My life is flashing before my eyes.
Also, another thing that you need to keep your eyes on as well when you're roaming, if you know that you're about to wrap or if you're about to move to another set or set shift, ask your keys or any of the keys, is there anything I can do to pre-wrap, pre-move, little things I can do to make it even smoother, because you have that liberty to kind of get things going. So check in with your keys, maybe your ALM, and see if they are needing anything as well. If you still have nothing to do after all of those things, check with your onset key, your offset key, if they need some onset support, maybe there's lots of things happening and they need someone to stand by, or your offset key, maybe they need help with paperwork, or you need you to sign a couple things, maybe do a couple laps, get other people to sign things. I've done that before. That also goes along with listening to your walkie. If there's a lot happening and a lot of requests happening for our department, don't be afraid to run in. Sometimes the onset key can't get everything he or she needs. So if you see for example, a carpet and they're asking for a carpet, first AD is asking for the carpet, make sure you run it in just in case, or maybe they're out, you never know, right? Just keep your ears open. Or sometimes your key will say like, oh, I'm looking for it, any locations, help me out, or anything like that. Always be listening to your walkie. Another thing to do when you're roaming is also check in with, like I said, the onset and offset, but also your van driver as well. Depending on what kind of a day it is, he might be frantic and delivering equipment everywhere he needs to go. Sometimes he needs that extra help. Anything helps, right? You're roaming for a reason. You're on that free roam for help. Okay, and if you're done all of that, make sure you're checking in with your ALM as well. Sometimes they have location needs that they need to get done, quick things maybe they need to sign, handle some checks or something. You can also, while you're listening to your walkie, if other departments are struggling, maybe set deck, sometimes they only have one person, jump in and see if you can help them out, but ask. Sometimes people don't want the help. Make sure you ask before you just jump in. And some you really are not qualified to do, so just use your common sense with that, but definitely help out everybody. We're all on a team here. And if you're doing all those things, the day goes by pretty fast. The days are really long, obviously, but if you're quickly running around and doing all these things, time flies, and then you're on to the next day. So it goes pretty quick. Once again, check out my Redbubble account. LaurenWittFilm is what it's called. Just have a quick note for everybody. My Facebook account is for family and friends and close friends. For everybody else that wants to get in touch with me, they can go on my Facebook page called LaurenWitt Entertainment, or I have Instagram. I have a personal, and I have LaurenWittFilm on Instagram. You guys can get in touch with me there. And we're gonna do a shout out to Invest in French, is a YouTube channel who said some really positive things to me and also brought up a really good point in my last video of wrapping circus of not forgetting about work trucks and not pulling them too early. The bins, this is what I'm talking about. Don't pull the bins too early. Props usually has a fair amount of garbage depending on what kind of day they have. Be aware of that too. Use the same logic and same knowledge I gave you in that video for work trucks as well. Alright, that's another video in the books. Continue watching if you want to find more knowledge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.